what is dispersion of light basically? So whenever a white beam of light, beam of white light or sunlight or bulb light is incident on a prism, it gets splitted up into 7 colors. Okay, we call this phenomena as dispersion of light. Now these 7 colors can be in sequence. You can observe Vibgyor. Vibgyor indicates violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Now, if you observe the rays over here, for the red color, the deviation is the least. Okay, so angle of deviation delta will be very less. Comparatively, for violet color, it will be maximum. And so you can create a sequence from violet to red. The deviation decreases. So again, I define the phenomena of dispersion of light as the white light splitting up into its constituent colors. So let's have a quick understanding regarding these notations. Delta V is the deviation of violet color. Delta R is the minimum deviation of red color. Delta yellow is the deviation of a average color. So if you take the average of 7, it somewhere comes between green and yellow. So we take yellow color as the average color over here. So delta Y is the deviation of average color. All right, so delta yellow. Correspondingly, mu V is the refractive index for violet color. Mu Y is the refractive index for yellow color, and mu R are the refractive index for the red color. So mu V, mu Y, mu R, they are the refractive indices of the prism for the corresponding colors. Then we understand the sequence in this manner. Delta violet will be greater than delta yellow, will be greater than delta R. So delta R is minimum. And correspondingly, refractive index for violet color will be greater than refractive index for yellow color, correspondingly greater than refractive index for red color. Okay, so let's define angular dispersion. It is defined as the angular separation between the two extreme colors. Now, which are the two extreme colors in the diagram? You all know it is violet and red. So it will be simply delta violet minus delta R. Now you put it in terms of equation, you get this as angular dispersion given as delta violet minus delta R. So we all know as per the derivation which we have derived for a thin prism, delta violet can be then given as A in bracket mu V minus 1. Similarly, delta R can be given as A mu R minus 1. Okay, here make that correction. It should be mu R. Okay, refractive index for red color. So when you substitute this in this equation, you get angular dispersion as A mu V minus 1 minus A in bracket mu R minus 1. When you open the bracket and simplify, you get angular dispersion as A mu V minus mu R. Okay, so this is the equation for angular dispersion. Again, I define angular dispersion as angular separation between the two extreme colors in the dispersed beam of light. And this is the equation for angular dispersion, which is given as A multiplied by bracket mu violet minus mu red. Okay, let's define dispersive power. So we define dispersive power as the ratio of angular dispersion between the extreme colors to the deviation of mean color. Okay, and it is denoted by the notation omega. It looks like W, but it is omega. Okay, so dispersive power, I will define it as ratio of angular dispersion divided by mean deviation, or ratio of angular dispersion to mean deviation. So mean deviation, when we talk about yellow color. So for a spectrum of white light, you can see yellow color is taken as a mean color or average color. So then the equation will be dispersive power is denoted by the notation omega, which I said looks like W, but it is to be represented by this Greek notation omega. Is given by, in the numerator, angular dispersion, we know it is delta V by delta minus delta R. Just now we have studied that, divided by delta Y. We will put the equations over here for delta V, delta R, and delta Y correspondingly, and this equation then becomes, okay, delta Y can be substituted as A in bracket mu Y minus 1, and delta V minus delta R, we have just now worked out this as A mu V minus mu R. Just put it in the numerator and denominator, and you get the equation for omega as A mu V minus mu R divided by A mu yellow minus 1. So A gets cancelled, and omega finally can be written as, you can see, mu V minus mu R upon mu yellow minus 1. This is the equation for dispersive power. Let's discuss deviation without dispersion. We also call this combination of prism as achromatic prism. Here we are combining two prisms of different materials in such a way that, the deviation is allowed but dispersion is nullified. So let's see how it is done. So here you can see the deviations produced by the two prisms are unequal. Therefore, there will be some resultant deviation. Whereas you can see the dispersion is being nullified. So I can say the deviations produced by two prisms are unequal, and therefore the beam finally emerges out with some net deviation. That means deviation is allowed without dispersion, and we call such combination of prism as achromatic prism or achromatic combination. So let's say there are two types of glasses, one made up of crown, one is a crown glass, other is a flint glass. And these are the two prisms connected in such a way that, we want the deviation to be allowed and dispersion to be nullified. So how do we do that? Say if the white light is incident on the crown glass, it is supposed to get dispersed. All right, so you can see directly if it goes undeviated. But obviously because of the refraction and dispersion over here, it has to get deviated. So it gets dispersed at this point between red and violet color. So this dispersion is nullified by the dispersion of the flint glass, but the deviation is allowed. So here the ray won't go in this direction, but it goes with some net deviation. So here you can see if the deviation was not allowed, the ray would have gone straight. But finally, when it emerges out, the direction of the incident ray and the emergent ray is different. That means the deviation is allowed, but what is being nullified? The dispersion of one prism is being nullified by the dispersion of other prism. Obviously, the two prisms are made up of different glasses. Now, how that can happen? By using different refractive angles. So let's place an equation for this. So when I say that delta minus delta dash should be 0 in this case, so can I say in this case delta V minus delta R, so angular dispersion for the first prism crown made up of crown, and angular dispersion for the flint, if you subtract them, it should be 0. That's how the dispersion will be nullified. So place it in form of an equation. So then in that case, I can place it as delta V minus delta R in bracket minus delta dash V minus delta R dash for flint equal to 0. We know the equations. So can I say from this equation, then delta V minus delta R should be equal to delta V dash minus delta R dash. So delta V minus delta R, we can place it as A mu V minus mu R. Just now we have derived the equation for angular dispersion. This is the angular dispersion for crown glass, and this is the angular dispersion A dash mu dash V minus mu dash R for the flint glass. So they are supposed to be equal and obviously opposite to nullify each other. So correspondingly, the ratio of A to A dash then will be given as mu dash V minus mu dash R upon mu V minus mu R. So what does that mean? This ratio can be maintained with the help of A to A dash. So if manufacturer of this combination, obviously this combination has to be manufactured in industry, which will allow deviation without dispersion. So the manufacturer will take into consideration that he maintains the ratio for the refractive angles A and A dash in such a way that, the dispersion is nullified and the deviation is allowed. Such combination we will call it as a chromatic prism. So dispersion without deviation. We also call this combination as direct vision prism. So here we allow dispersion, but we nullify deviation. Again, the same combination of crown and flint glass connected together. You can see. But here, in this case, they are arranged in such a way that the white light gets dispersed, but the deviation is not allowed. Now, how you check this? So the white light was incident on crown glass. It got dispersed. Okay. So mean color is yellow. All right. So the dispersion was allowed. So dispersion is not nullified. But you can see the mean color moves in the same direction in which the white color was moving. That means the deviation is not allowed, but dispersion is allowed. So this such type of combination we call it as direct vision prism. So for such type of combination, the equations which will work over here is the deviation for mean color for crown, that is delta y, minus deviation for mean color for flint, that is delta y dash, should be 0. Using this equation, we can say delta y should be equal to delta y dash. That means the deviation of one glass should be nullified by the deviation of another glass, right? Let's put it in form of an equation. Delta y can be substituted as a mu y minus 1, and delta y dash can be substituted as a dash mu y dash minus 1. So when you shuffle it, you get the ratio of a to a dash as mu y dash minus 1 upon mu y minus 1. So managing this ratio, okay, a by a dash, the manufacturer will ensure that the dispersion is allowed, but the deviation is restricted in this situation. We call this combination as direct vision prism. So in this problem, they say a thin glass prism has a refracting angle of 4.5 degrees. The refractive index of a glass for violet and red color is 1.61 and 1.59 respectively. Find the angular dispersion produced by the prism for violet and red colors. Also find the constringence of the material of these two colors. So constringence basically is the reciprocal of dispersive power. The first thing what we need to find is angular dispersion. And for finding constringence, we'll have to find out dispersive power and then take the reciprocal of it. So let's do it, okay? Angular dispersion, we know it's given by delta V minus delta R. So angular dispersion finally can be placed as A mu V minus mu R. So mu A is given to you as 4.5 degrees. So it's a thin prism. So we can use this formula. Mu V is 1.61 minus 1.59. When you substitute it, angular dispersion comes out to be 0.09 degrees. So this is the first part of the solution. So here you can see 0.09 degrees. If you convert it into minutes, it will be 5 minutes. Dispersive power given as, we have studied what equation for dispersive power, omega as equal to mu v minus mu r divided by mu yellow minus 1. So now here mu v and mu r are given to you. How to find out mu yellow? So you can take the average of mu violet and mu red to get mu yellow because it's a mean color. So here you can see mu y can be found out as mu violet plus mu r by 2. So let's find out mu y, 1.61 plus 1.59 divided by 2. So that gives us mu y equal to 1.6. So now we know everything, mu yellow, mu violet, mu red, substitute it over here and get the dispersive power omega. So dispersive power comes out to be 1 by 30. They have asked to find the constringence. So constringence is a reciprocal of dispersive power. So it will be 1 upon omega. So constringence is 30. Please make a note of the solution over here. In this question, they say refractive indices of crown and flint glass prisms for red, violet colors are as given below. So for crown and flint, the corresponding refractive indices for red and violet color are given to you. You're supposed to find out the dispersive powers for the two materials, for crown as well as flint. So let's see. We know the formula for dispersive power. Omega given as mu violet minus mu r upon mu yellow minus 1. So for crown glass, mu yellow can be found out as the average for mu violet and red. So substitute the values and you get mu yellow as 1.535. Once you get mu yellow for red color, you know, for violet color, you know the refractive index. Put it over here in this equation. When you put it in the equation, you get the dispersive power for the crown glass as 0.01869. For the flint glass, you can perform the same operation. First, get mu yellow by taking the average. So mu yellow for the flint glass comes out to be 1.715. Right. Then once you get it, again substitute it in the equation for dispersive power. Substitute the values, you get the dispersive power for flint glass as 0.04196.